Так, всем привет, мы продолжаем. Так, остановились мы на съемках. Приступаем, в принципе, снимать.
Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera, action!
The view is beautiful tonight. It reminds me of that fateful night. And now that I've said it, I can even make out the faint fragrance of...
Enough, villain! It's time that you pay for the death of our...
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
I'd sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect? Seems the daughters have turned out to be just as obstinate as their In this world, mora and status is everything! She thought she could blackmail me using her children and force me to grant her recognition and concession?
Mother never asked a single thing of you. All she wished was for us to live. It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent me. Compared to that deadly poison, the 2 bullets that will soon pierce through your heart will be...
And that's exactly why I said you're just as naive as her. So let's see. What is stronger? Mora and Pau? Get them!
Tulip! There are too many of them! It'll be okay. We'll cover each other, Iris. And Mother will be watching over us, too. Embrace the ice! Take flight! You've lost.
To think I'd lose to my own...
We are no children of yours. And we'll...
Then tell me, what did you do? You lost your mother, and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end?
We will gain our long-awaited justice. It's over. Finally. So, where will you go now, Tulip? I'm not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of flowers? After all, Mother always did love going where the blossoms were. What about you? I want to go visit Mother. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Huh? Tulip, look! What is it? It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look, it's bloom. Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And we got it. All right, everyone. We've got a wrap for Tulip. Congratulations, Ayaka and Chevrolet. Thank you. I didn't expect our parts to wrap so quickly.
Paimon totally understands. Paimon's not ready to say goodbye to the club. You were great too, Chevrolet. The way you said, long-awaited justice. It gave Paimon...
That is indeed my favorite line in the whole book. I still remember trying to act it out in my room the first few...
Oh, Paimon would have never guessed you're that type.
Who doesn't like stories where the guilty are punished and justice prevails over evil? Don't forget, I'm the captain. I have something urgent to report. Please excuse me, everyone. I'll be back in just...
It's okay, don't worry about us.
Oh? Was she whisked away by work already? I was just about to... It seemed like some urgent official business. Then perhaps we should thank the stars that we were able to wrap both of your parts. Anyway, I actually came over to let everyone know that we're all done for today. And one last thing, Miss Ayaka. Your acting skills today were immaculate as always. Are you sure you won't... Thank you for your kind words, Director Farina. Unfortunately, there are still many matters that I have to take care of, but nevertheless, I will make sure to treasure this in... Oh, that's a shame, but I understand.
Yes.
I believe it's also about time for me to take my leave. But hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my... See you tomorrow, Traveler and Paimon.
Yep, see you tomorrow! Well, what should we do next? Maybe we'll go investigate...
Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Huh? Where...
You could say that our ship has finally chanced upon one of those small...
Окей. Да, нам. Мгм. Опом. Опом.
Paimon's exhausted. Paimon definitely didn't... So, Chevras, why did you take us here?
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive, but it should show us a clear way. Have you ever heard of someone by the name of
Oh, you mean that famous perfumer?
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her aid several... After I discovered the rainbow rose at the scene of the murder, I sent it to her. After all, she's probably...
And then?
There was nothing remarkable about the flower or the trace amounts of soil left on it. But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the killer was derived from a very...
Huh. Paimon didn't know that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon...
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will always show some different features from... We already knew that the rose left at the scene belonged to a special cultivar, but with Emily's expertise, we were able to pinpoint...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So whoever first planted that...
Precisely. And after we checked what we learned against some sales records from the past, we discovered that there's only one...
Really?
It's the novelist.
Мгм. Мгм.
But didn't you say he had an alibi?
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trick. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home. Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number of things.
So you mean the next place...
Yes, we're going to pay him.
А, он прям тут. Окей. В смысле наверх, блять. Да, идти-то, ёпт. Не дошел.
That should be his house.
There are so many Gardamex stationed around the place.
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired...
Huh. So there are a lot of flowers in his garden, but...
Right. Which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection, but...
So...
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a number of those...
But they're so far away. How...
Don't forget, Paimon. I'm actually the real-life captain of the Musketeers.
Нихуя себе. Нихуя себе загрузка ждал. Ух ты, прикольно, что тут? А патроны есть? А, всех ёбнуть?
All clear. Let's go.
Wait! Paimon's a little nervous now that we know he could be the killer.
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside. Once we're sure that we're in the clear, I'll ask him to come with us for a quick round of questioning.
But can't we just...
We still have no evidence that he's the killer, or that he lent the killer. Still, It would be appreciated if you could pick a rainbow rose from his garden for me while I'm talking to him.
Sure, no problem.
Беспалевно.
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste.
Who could it be at this hour? Oh, it's you, Officer
Hey.
Shavras.
Would you mind accompanying me to the guard's headquarters, Mr. Baptiste? We would like to ask you some questions about a case.
Oh, is it still regarding the...
I cannot confirm or deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Listen, I need you to come with me, Mr. Baptiste.
Miss Shavras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Oh! Okay.
By saving me the trouble, you mean...
I will confess. I was the killer.
Mhm.
Huh?
He just admitted.
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has...
Then it's my responsibility to inform you, Mr. Baptiste, that everything you say right...
Yes, I am
I must say, I hate this feeling.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or
Both, I suppose.
for the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course.
Mhm.
I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the... But that won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
You know, I was adopted as a child. I was referring to my birth mother.
That was never recorded in the orphanage's records.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother.
So, your novel, it was...
No, of course not. It was a work of... But I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused...
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin. An irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just...
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge against your father.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the...
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of... You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it turns out,
So you're going to call a stop to your revenge.
the true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me.
And so what? The characters in your book never gave up.
Now, Officer Shavras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I?
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all...
Well, I'd like to...
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's...
No, it has to be here.
Fine.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant I would like to speak with you and you alone.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Please stay safe, Chevres.
All right. Let's hear it.
Will you really believe what I'm about to say?
Well, that depends on what you're going to tell me.
Fair enough.
So that's how it's all...
So, it seems...
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think? Even if you were to go public with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything. It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, you will all... But Do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him?
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of pull the trigger of justice against him.
You want me to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer Shavras. I know that would no. What I'd like.
Oh, Shivra sure is taking her time. Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her? Oh, you do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be? And why the not—
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your talk go?
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning. He wasn't lying about the musket.
But what about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich—
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the special patrol. I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so...
All right, Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just—
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
Блять, уже не получится, наверное. Ну-ка.
We haven't seen Shivra since that night at Baptiste's place. Well, guess there's no point in worrying about it. Good morning! Hayaka and I were just talking—
Is Shivra still not...
Probably not. We haven't seen her either.
Huh? That's such a pity. Director Farina said that we've only got a few small— She even said that she'll get me into a couple scenes, so everyone will have a chance to shine in front of—
We were also planning on having a victory feast once we're all finished filming. You can join...
If only Chevros was here. I still haven't taken a photo with—
I'm afraid that can't be helped. Those special patrol folks are like phantoms.
But to be honest, I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steambird earlier this morning. It said that...
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. He came forward and confessed his crime. We didn't know about this case at all when we joined the film. Is it going to affect the reception?
From a pure publicity standpoint, this will draw a lot more attention to our film. I have to say...
To be fair, I feel like that ship sailed the moment you allowed yourself to be named as the—
It's not my fault that I'm super popular. What was that saying again? My popularity has...
Sunk to an all-time low?
spread to the four corners of Tibet.
Yes.
Excuse me, everyone.
Xavier! Feels like it's been ages since—
I've been talking non-stop with the Film Association, and I'm absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing. So forgive me for not being around more often, but please believe me when I say that I—
Oh, seems like you've been fighting your own battles.
Yes, that's one way to— Oh, and before we begin the final round of filming, please allow the original investor of our film, Mr. Morris.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris. We've heard about the issues you've encountered with your financial situation.
Oh, well, the situation has...
Don't worry, Mr. Morris. Accidents and last-minute challenges happen all the time. There's no need. The good news is that we're almost done filming now. And I would even say that this is the best story.
Is that so?
All right, now that we've gotten all the we'll mostly be filming typical people and scenery from the streets today to improve the sense of environmental. Oh, and there'll be a cameo for Mr. Kamisato and Miss Yoimiya as well. They'll be used to show.
That's right. Ayato should.
Excellent! Then let's start with the scenery shots.
Yep, we'll be ready.
Remember, all we need are some wide zoom shots of the streets. If you happen to find some particularly lovely patches of... Ready? Lights! Camera! Action! Okay, now move the camera slowly. Try to focus on that flower. What's wrong? Just adjust the focal length a bit. Something the matter? Huh? But wasn't it working fine for all the... Veronique, can we try a different camera?
No problem. How about this one?
All right, let's give it another try. Lights! Camera! Don't tell me. This one is... Veronique, do we have any other
I'm afraid...
What? Then go find a workshop to get them repaired right away! Oh, and you two...
On it.
Greetings, everyone. My apologies for the delay.
It seems like there are some issues with the filming equipment today.
I see.
Well, let's not just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Actors, to the makeup booth.
The people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place seemed to have fallen off.
Well, no time to dwell on... Ahem! Quiet on set! Places, everyone! Lights! Camera!
By the way, have you heard about that recent murder case?
Yes, I have. It seems that they...
I heard that the chief of the guards is so mad about not catching the culprit that he's about to explode.
Oh? I find that quite hard to imagine.
Director, we have a problem.
Oh, we're in the middle of a take! Couldn't you wait until...
No, Director, our film, all the finalized film that we've been keeping in the case...
Oh, wait, what did you say?
Mr. Bano, please take me to where the film was kept.
I'm coming too.
No, Yoimiya, you Oh, okay, listen up. Everyone who's not working on this current scene Unbelievable. How could all these
We're back.
How did it go? Did you find...
We found it in the sewers.
Huh? In the sewers?
We discovered it just in time, so we should still be able to salvage it. The others are checking now to see if we...
Oh, you scared me for a moment. I really don't want to experience that feeling of despair.
Okay, but who could have stolen the...
Could it be...
But if they wanted to harass us, why wait?
Okay, we don't have time to really look into it right now. Let's...
Yeah, let's finish it.
I would like to officially announce that our entry to the festival, the Two Musketeers...
Paimon is spent.
Even though the filming process proved to be extremely challenging, everyone provided...
And just like Director Farina, I would also like to extend my most heartfelt thanks to all...
All right. Let's save the awards speech for later, and hopefully also get some Anyway, now it's time to party! Let's all make our way to the beach and have a celebration.
Party! Paimon wants to party! Whoa, this place is hopping. Everyone's finally getting to relax after... Hey, Ayato! How's your work been going?
Everything went rather smoothly.
Ayato told me that we've already confirmed the dates for some Inazuma Fontaine cultural so the next time we visit, we'll be doing so in our capacities as a...
Oh, that's great! Then maybe Paimon will be able to find Fontaine Detective... Oh, wait. Wouldn't Yaimiko get upset if that happens? That would be stealing some of her business. You've got a point. She's always complaining complaining that light novels have become bland and too—
The cultural exchange won't only feature literatures of both nations, of course. We have also made plans for cross...
Wow, Paimon's getting super—
When the time comes, be sure to visit and participate in all... Oh, my darling clapper loader and camera operator. You've both worked...
Paimon thinks you worked even harder than us. Honestly, Paimon was getting a little tired of Worst of all, Paimon started having dreams of you shouting, "Lights, camera, action!" into Paimon's ears. The actual dream can't even start until you've...
hey, if anything, shouldn't I be more grand and delightful in your dreams? We've been through...
That's not Paimon's fault. We've just...
Anyway, what's most important is that we've wrapped the film. I'm pretty confident that we'll take first... Hey, no need to mention the official name.
Wait, now that you mention it, if we did win the prize, would...
Come on, I don't need that kind of attention. Xavier,
but just imagine! Farina accepting the Farina Award and holding...
I'm going back to...
Yes.
Chiori!
Hey, you two.
Are you not really into these kinds of big social occasions?
Not particularly. But this is still better than Fontaine Fashion Week.
But if this film becomes a big hit, people will definitely...
Yes, that's highly likely. As
Are you still worried about the case?
that and all the obstacles we had to face.
You're right. It's as if all our bad luck just manifests...
But why today of all days? No, it's nothing. We've already delivered the film.
How are you doing, Mr. Morris? You having a good time?
Well, you could say that. Do you happen to know when the party...
Judging by how much fun everyone's having, I'd say, is there something that you still have to take care of at home, Mr. Morris?
Oh, well, I'm just not a late night person, so...
Oh, no! Silly me.
What is it?
I prepared a whole batch of fireworks for the party, but...
Fireworks, you say? That's,
Could you help me carry them over, Mr. Morris? I won't be able to fetch all of them by myself.
Me? Are you sure that you can't
I just wanted to make this surprise for everyone. The warehouse is pretty pleased, Mr. Morris. These are some of the best fireworks I've ever made. So I also want you to see them.
But...
It's okay, just come with me. If we're sneaky enough... The warehouse is right over here. I moved the fireworks there in advance, so it shouldn't be too much work bringing them back.
It's still a ways away from the party.
Sorry about that, Mr. Morris. It's probably because I'm used to carrying fireworks all the time, so it doesn't feel like a lot of work to me. It's dark in here. Wait here, Mr. Morris. I think the light switch should be somewhere over here.
Why did I have to get roped into this? What was that? Who's there? Get me out! Get me out of here!
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
You've got the wrong guy! It wasn't me! I'm not the killer!
You know, Eliza died a far more heroic death than this. She fought your assassin to the end, to save the children she had hidden beneath the floorboards. That is Eliza's pendant. The one with a photo of you two inside. The one you gave her. Ring any bells?
It's a fake! It has to be! There's no way!
No way your assassin didn't destroy it, you mean? Did you ever love her, Morris? Or was killing her always the plan?
No, please. Listen to me. I told Eliza to keep us a secret. I paid her plenty for her silence. I never thought she'd keep the child. Everything was gonna come out, and I had no choice. She'd force my hand. No! I'm begging you. I have money. Just name your price, please.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell. I'm Captain Shovraz of the Special Patrol. Morris, you're under arrest for Eliza's murder.
Huh?
Hmm? You're under arrest too, prop manager Veronique. Or perhaps I should call you the Second Musketeer.
Wait, what's going on? This wasn't in the script.
Drop the gun, Veronique.
Why? Why would you keep me from exacting revenge on this heartless
Drop your weapon. This is my final warning.
What is going on?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Morris? Everything that took place just now was staged to get you to... But this last part is all improv, of course.
Shivers, you told us you wanted us to help you stage a play.
It's because even I had no way to confirm my theory until now. Thank you for your performance, Yoimiya. Could I trouble you to go and bring in the other Special Patrol members? They should be on stand. Oh, and please tell the other cast members not to worry about us. We'll be rejoining them shortly.
On it!
So what do you think, Morris? Care to talk about what happened 20 years ago? My patience is limited, you know. Don't force me to take you back to the interrogation room. With the recording we made, you have no chance of winning in court. Cooperating with—
All right. I'll talk. I hired an assassin to murder Elisa. She once worked as a maid on my family's estate. She was very beautiful, and after some time I fell for her. We kept our relationship a secret and carried out an affair for some time, but if my parents ever found out, they would have stripped me of my inheritance and status, driven me out. I also didn't expect Elisa to insist on bringing the pregnancy to term. She even asked me to leave my family and travel far, far away with her.
She believed that you were truly in love with her.
I didn't have a choice. I gave her a large sum of Mora, told her to leave the family and to get rid of the baby. But then years later, she sent me a letter. There were photos of 2 children, and she even asked if I could find some time to visit them.
Huh? 2 children? Paimon thought Baptiste was the only—
Even if she had the children against your will, you could have just ignored the letter entirely. Why kill her?
I had just gotten engaged to be married to an heiress from another wealthy family. So if anyone were to find out about Elisa, my life—
No. You always had a choice. You just made—
Do you know how it feels to watch your mother be killed right in front of you? My brother and I were hardly even school age yet. We were hidden beneath the floorboards, grasping each other's hands like a lifeline. All we could do was to watch Mother try to fight back, and then collapse to the floor. Even after the assassin left, we were still too terrified to leave our hiding spot. We thought that he might come back. But she had already become cold and stiff to the touch.
You made up your mind right then and there to bring this case to light.
Not only that, we resolved to get our revenge.
And that's why you became the Musketeers.
No, that's why I became a musketeer. The man from before was also killed by me. My brother had nothing—
I figured as much.
You did?
I once told these 2 that he didn't look like a killer to me. His confession from that night also rubbed me. I think what really tipped me off was, how could I not feel—
Huh?
He confessed faster than any criminal I've ever met. But he didn't say a single word about you. He insisted that he was the— But after the questioning ended, I disassembled the musket we dug up from his backyard, put it in front of him, and told him to reassemble it. He had no idea where to even start. He's never touched a gun in his life. Based on that, I determined that he was not acting alone. He only surrendered himself to draw our attention and create a moment of opportunity. And as expected, the second musketeer followed us without hesitation once she saw Morris. Besides, why else would he call the novel The Two Musketeers?
But how did you know it was Veronique?
I figured it out the moment Baptiste told me his father's name. That so-called financial crisis was all just a ruse. He just wanted to sign up as the investor and then leave the film without end. After all, he has a vested interest in minimizing the reach of this story. It's really just the same thing as what he did to a
Human scum.
But then Xavier pulled out all the stops and got the film made against all odds. Morris couldn't have that. With the killer in custody, he figured it was safe to act. And so he came to visit the set today, just as I expected.
Wait, so you were behind all those mishaps today?
As for the identity of the second musketeer, I assumed they'd probably stay close to Morris, and if they already knew that Morris was the film's investor, then that narrowed the list of potential suspects. Furthermore, being the props manager would allow the culprit to avoid scrutiny by purchasing mechanical parts in the name of the crew. With that hypothesis in mind, I went back to check Baptiste's orphanage adoption records. Guess whose name I saw on the same page?
My brother. He trusted...
As in, he trusted me to perform the deed on his behalf?
He trusted you to stand on the side of justice.
I am.
I thought you could do it as well. Oh, the look on your face when you told him to go to... You know what he has done. Are you telling me that you'd rather see him spend the rest of his life? I will never be able to forget the feeling of my mother's cold.
I won't lie, Veronique. I did hesitate when your brother first... I wondered. I agonized over whether I should really put up...
So why don't you?
Because that should never be how justice is carried out in this world. Perhaps, to you, justice is simply reciprocated. An eye for it, but everyone has their own understanding of justice. If everyone were to pursue their own... Today, you'll kill Morris. And tomorrow, his children may come for you. The world cannot render judgments based on a desire for revenge. That will only lead to a cycle of revenge. As what Fontaine is founded on a set of laws and a standardized code of justice. That is why we are the nation of justice. But with all that said, I will promise you this.
Chevros, the rest of the special patrol is here.
Thank you so much, Yoimiya. Letelier, to...
I still can't agree with your reasoning.
I know.
Justice has not been delivered. At least...
Chevros.
Let's go. We should give an explanation to the crew. Thank you for your concern. I'm just thinking about the things in life that have driven people.
Who would have thought Morris would turn out to be...
I'm just glad that you're all safe and sound. Who knew that such a labyrinth...
Well, what should we do now? We have a finished film, of course, but should...
What do you mean? Shouldn't you be even more motivated to spread...
Shiori is right. I'd also like more people to see this story for...
But the real ending of the story seems to have deviated somewhat from the one in the script.
The call is yours. We still have time to reshoot an ending if that's...
No, it's fine as is. I like what we have for the catharsis. Romanticism is what gives works of art their appeal. Fiction is able to explore means of restitution that, just like the real world, the world of stories also has its own set of rules and justice.
Sounds good to me. I support...
What about Veronique? Well,
she will soon face her judgment alongside her brother and Morris, if I had to guess. They'll probably all be sent to the fortress of Meripede. I'll make sure to give Risley a heads...
Oh, you mean that kind of...
Exactly.
Ahem. All right, then the matter's settled. Let's get back to the feast and enjoy each other's company. You should join us, Chevros. You missed the first few hours of the party.
All right. Count me in.
Then I'll wait for you over there. There's still some good news that—
Traveler, Paimon, could you wait for me by the sea after the party ends? I'd like to go on a brief walk with the two of you. Thank you very much. Sorry for the wait.
Oh, we weren't waiting long at all. Is there—
No, I don't have anything new to share. I just felt that since you were my investigation Traveler, how would you have responded to Baptiste's request if you were in my shoes? Is that so? When I was young, my father often took me here to swim. We'd come rain or shine. Even when it was freezing, he told me that swimming was the best activity to train one's strength of will. You could never give up before reaching the shore, especially when the water was—
Oh? Why is that?
Because the moment you give up would be the moment you die. At that point, I still hadn't received my vision. One winter, the chilly wind felt almost like knives on my skin, and the seawater was so frigid that it numbed my toes the moment I stepped. I cried and begged my father to spare me from having to swim across, but he wouldn't listen. He used to be a member of the Special Patrol as well.
That sounds awful.
When he saw that I wouldn't stop crying, he just picked me up and tossed me into the icy water. The bone-chilling cold took away my senses. I couldn't feel anything. I waited for my father to save me, but one look and I knew he'd already started swimming for the opposite shore. I realized that if I used all of my strength to try and catch up to my father, those few minutes felt longer than my whole life up until— I've never felt afraid about anything in my life after that.
That way of teaching would have never worked on Paimon.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right method for anyone. It's just that, working now as I am in the pursuit of justice, I still sometimes feel like—
Shivers.
But the worse I feel, the more I know to never give up. The alternative— Anyway, how about a race? Neither of us will drown, but we can still see who swims faster.
You guys go ahead! Paimon will grab the clapperboard to mark the start of the race.
Oh, that felt good.
You were so fast in the water, Chevres. You were so, about the Special Patrol. Did you join—
Hardly, but I'd say I was more inspired by the heroes I read about in stories growing up.
Oh, so it's due to your love of stories.
Of course, it was only after I joined the Special Patrol that I learned that truth is often stranger— Come on, let's walk a bit more. To be honest, I do sometimes question whether the decisions I make are the right ones. But I know that no matter what, I must keep swimming. Because the only thing I've got my eyes on is the shore in the distance. Thank you for coming on this walk with me. I feel a lot better after getting all that off my chest.
Huh. We're nearly back at Baptiste's house.
Huh. You're right. I didn't realize—
He really did plant a lot of flowers.
Huh? Wait. The rainbow roses in the garden. They're in full—
Два дня. 2 дня. Так, куда нам? Ну, сюда. Окей.
Hey there, you two! Sorry I've been scarce. I've been buried in marketing and preparing the film for...
The award ceremony is today, right? Paimon wonders if we'll win the Farina.
I'd give it a 90% chance.
Farina! Oh, Paimon didn't know you were already here.
I'm sure the others will also be here in no time. Xavier, if...
What? But we don't even know if we're going to win. I wouldn't want to jinx...
Just open your eyes! Surely you've seen the audience. You've also had conversations with the Opera House's operating staff, right? Didn't with the Mora you've made from the box office, you can now open your very own film.
But that's all credit to my amazing crew. You've all helped to make this a reality, so I can't be the only...
Well, give it some thought. I'm sure the...
All right, but before that, Traveler and Paimon, could I trouble you to quickly pay a visit to the Fortress of Meripede?
Huh? But shouldn't we stay for the...
I wanted to ask you two to invite Shavraz to join us at the ceremony. I haven't been able to find her recently, so I haven't had the chance to invite her personally. According to the papers, the culprits of the musket murder case will be personally...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yep, just wait here, Xavier. And maybe try to come up with a few snappy...
All right, then I'll leave you to it.
Так, ну что ж, идем к Грызли. Сюда. Грызли, мы идем к тебе. Ба-ба-бам.
This is as far as I'll be taking them. I'll leave the 3 of them to you now.
Got another errand to run?
Something like that. I'm expected at a party.
Now that's something you don't hear every day. Found a new pass?
No, it's just a special occasion.
Shavraz! Risley!
Festivals really do bring people together. It's been a while since I last had so many visitors.
Call it the festival spirit, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. Even our head nurse has gotten herself all worked up preparing super deluxe nutrition.
Were you talking about work just now?
We've already finished discussing everything. So?
I believe I haven't yet made...
But you also didn't shoot me... Here, how about this? You could give everyone a copy of the newspaper. Perhaps on the day when the cover...
I suppose then a certain someone may...
While another 2 people will soon be hailed as heroes.
Speaking of heroes, did you two need something from me?
Oh, actually...
You're here to invite me to the party, right? Don't worry.
Ooh, then let's head back right away! See you, Risley! Happy Fontanalia Festival!
And the same to you.
And the winner of the Farina Award for the first Fontanalia Film Fest, the 2 Musketeers!
We won! We really won!
Congratulations, Mr. Xavier.
We won? I can't believe it!
See? My takes on Fontaine's entertainment industry.
Now, please welcome to the stage the producer of the 2 Musketeers.
Thank you! Thank you all so much for your recognition and support.
Time really flies, huh?
It certainly feels that way. It feels like it was only yesterday.
Will you come back to Fontaine again?
Of course. I'm very fond of this city. There are so many... But how about you?
I can't say the thought has crossed my mind before, but I will be eagerly awaiting your visit. It would be wonderful if you could... Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Did you accomplish all you came here for?
Yes. And you should visit Inazuma again sometime.
How has Ogura and her business been?
To my knowledge, she's doing quite well.
Tell her I said hi.
I certainly will.
I heard the thunderstorm has stopped.
Yes, and the war has also been brought to an end.
I quite like the sound of that. Perfect for hanging textiles out.
I'd like to offer my thanks again to the entire cast and crew. Without you, I would have never come. With the support of my entire crew, I would like to officially announce our film company, Musketeer Pictures!
Then in that case, let's please welcome all the members of Musketeer Pictures onto the stage.
Oh, Paimon didn't know we'd also be taking pictures.
Director Farina, I believe you are the most...
No. There's no need.
It's an honor the director deserves.
Yes, I agree. Just accept that you're not getting out of this.
Ready, everyone? 3, 2, 1.
Musketeer Pictures!
Так. Сюжетка закончилась, остались мини-игры, я так понял. Так что уже увидимся, скорее всего, 31 числа. Как я сказал, 31 числа я, скорее всего, выложу именно сюжетку, а уже в Новый год, то есть с 1 числа выложу мини-игры. Так что увидимся. Пока-пока.